So we're going to start today with our level 2 class, and we're going to have our feet hip width apart. You want to find that nice start position with the pelvis and switch those tummy muscles up. Taking your shoulders back and down, head nice and long. Let's start off this afternoon with some squats. So we're going to reach forward and back. Reach forward and back. Good. Nice. So keep going. Two more. Lovely. Okay, so then we're going to come into our foot series. So feet on the floor and then the hands on the hips. You want to bend the knees onto the toes, straighten up, heels back down. Bend the knees onto the toes, straighten up, heels back down. Keep going. Two more. And then reverse. So onto the toes, bend the knees, heels down. Onto the toes, bend the knees, heels down. Good. Two more. Lovely. So then take the feet out into that wide angled squat position. We're going to take the knees over the second toe. We want to really think when we're pushing up from that position that we're really pushing through our heels. If you push through your heels, you'll find you're working those bottom muscles a little bit harder. You want to keep up nice and tall in the trunk. Good. Let's bring the arms in. So we're going to bring our arms up to the top, back down. Arms up, back down. On the next one, we're going to stay in that plie position. Feet out to the side. And then we're going to add in our arm openings. So we're going to stretch one arm back and then back forward. Other arm back and come back forward. Good. Keep going. Those thighs might start to complain. One more each side. Perfect. And then back up and move those feet back in together. We're going to then come into our scooter. So we'll have our right foot forward. We want to have our left foot back. We're going to do a little bend through that knee at the front. Tilt the body a little bit, but switch those tummy muscles on. And then we're stepping forward and stepping back. And as we step back, we want to really think about those bottom muscles working. So the right leg might be complaining a little bit because that's working in that bent knee position. But the left leg should be working those glutes. Let's put a bit of extra challenge in by bringing the leg up and back down. Up and back down. Two more. Perfect. So then let's swap over. It's a bit tough on the old legs, that one. Okay, left foot forward, right leg back. So we're going to take that little tip forward with the trunk. Switch those tummy muscles on. Kneecap over second toe. Come forward and back. Come forward and back. Nice. So add in that challenge now. So bring that leg up and back. Up and back. Up and back. Two more. Nice. Good. Woo, it's hard work. Okay, so we're going to think about our roll downs now. We're going to stretch our hamstrings into our roll downs. So when you are coming down, we're going to just stay there for a little while. If that's not going to be a good thing for your head, then just come straight back up again. So the roll down, breath in to prepare, into hold at the bottom, back up. Shoulders back and down at the top. Good. The next one, coming down. Keep those knees soft. Just get as far as you feel you're able. Hands either on your legs there or hands on the floor. And then we're just going to straighten those knees. So we're getting a stretch through those hamstrings. Bend the knees again. Straighten and bend. Straighten and bend. 2 more. Perfect. And then back. Shoulders back and down. So we'll do that one more time. I'll go sideways on so you can get a better view. So go again. So we're going to roll down. Just keep those knees soft. Hands on the legs or hands on the floor. And then we're just going to straighten those knees. And then let them bend. Straighten, let them bend. So it's very stretching the hamstrings. What you don't want is a nerve stretch. 1 more. And then come back up. Shoulders back and down at the top. Lovely. Okay, so come down into lying on your back on the mat now. Just tip to a better position. Okay. So we have got our feet together. We're finding that nice start position with the pelvis, switching those tummy muscles on. Good. We want to take those arms out to the side, feet and knees together, and then you want to take both knees to the right, head to the left. And then all the way back over, knees to the left, head to the right. So we're getting that lovely stretch all the way up the side of the body, and back. Okay, 1 more each side. And then come up into our into our tabletop. And still keeping those feet and knees together. Breath in to prepare, take both knees to the right, head to the left. Good. All the way back over, keeping that control. Good. So more of a challenge with this one. And just keep that control and only go as far as feels right for you. 1 more. And then take those feet back down. Okay, so we're going to take our towel out from under our head now, and we're going to do some shoulder bridge. So you've got your arms down by your side. You want to flatten your back and peel up into that shoulder bridge, opening up through those hips. Breath in to hold at the top, and then back down. Let's just do 1 more of those with the arms down. And then let's take those arms to 90 degrees. So you're going to come up into your shoulder bridge. You want to take the arms overhead, leave the arms overhead, come out of your shoulder bridge. So you're lengthening from those shoulders and back to your start position. Take your arms back down. So we're going to come up into our shoulder bridge, take those arms overhead, come back down out of that shoulder bridge, lengthening from those shoulders, and then come back to your start position. Keep going. Good. 1 more, and then we're going to add in a 1-leg stretch. Okay, so then you're coming into your shoulder bridge, you take your arms overhead. We really need to think with this 1-leg stretch that we're going to get the glutes working on that standing leg. So you're going to start by lifting the right leg, keeping the pelvis nice and straight, back down, Lift the left, back down, out of your shoulder bridge, arms back up above your head. So come back up, take your arms overhead. And we're going to stretch one leg, back down, stretch the other leg, back down, and then out of your shoulder bridge. Good. Let's do one more set of those. Up into your shoulder bridge, arms overhead. Then we're going to stretch the right leg out, single leg stretch. Swap over, the left. Good. Arms up, back down. Knees to your chest. Take the stretch off your back. Let's get that towel back underneath our head. And let's come into our double tabletop. Okay. So, we're going to take our right leg down to the floor then, and then push away along the floor. Fold back up, fold back in. So we're going to go with the left, push away, fold back up, fold back in. Good. One more each side. Let's add in the arms. So then as you take the foot to the floor, you take the arms overhead. Let's come round in a big circle, back to the top. So then go with the left. Arms overhead, round in a circle, back to the top. Good. One more. Brilliant. Bring those arms back down by your side. Let's push away then into a one leg stretch. So we're working those lower abs. So you push away, fold back in. Push away, fold back in. Push away, fold back in. Good. So take the arms to 90 degrees and we'll go alternate arm to leg. And now you can, if you like, get your foot more towards the floor. You're working your abs more. You've just got to be mindful that you're keeping that nice control through the pelvis, and those tummy muscles are keeping that lovely position of the spine. Keep that breathing going. One more each side. Good. Take those knees to your chest and those feet back down. Okay, so we're going to move now into our abdo prep. So with our abdo prep, we want to have our hands behind our head, and that completely supports our head. So if I was to sit up, you'd have your hands here, and then you've got your head completely supported. You've got that imaginary peach underneath your chin that you don't want to squash or drop. And you're keeping your elbows out to the side. We're going to lift our head and shoulders off the mat, keeping that lovely position with the head. So we're coming up on the out breath, back down on the in. So keep that breathing going. So you're looking to keep that nice little neutral position of the spine. Keep the elbows out to the side. One more. Let's make that a little bit harder now by coming into our double tabletop. Hands behind the head, supporting the head, and then coming up, back down. Nice. Keep those elbows out to the side. Keep thinking about that breathing. Last two. Perfect. Back down. Okay, we're going to think about our obliques now. I'm going to start with my left elbow going towards my right knee. So I'm going to put my right leg into a tabletop position. I'm going to put my right hand on the left rib cage, just so I can encourage those oblique muscles to do some work. So we want to take that left elbow towards our right knee, and we want to encourage these muscles to do some work. Good. So once we know what we're doing, put the hands back behind the head, and then we just take that left elbow to the right knee. Good. One more. Let's add in some leg movement now. So as you come up, elbow to the knee. As you go back, straighten that leg away. Two more. Good, and then back down. So we'll swap over. Take that left leg into your tabletop. Pop that left hand on the right side of the ribs and just give yourself a little bit of feedback with that lifting up and back down. Just really encouraging that rotation and encouraging those obliques to do some work. Good, so hands behind your head and then it's right elbow to left knee. And then add in the leg movement. So you take in that right elbow to the left knee, and then it straightens out. And then back up, straightens out. Good. So you're still really thinking about that really nice form through those obliques. Supporting your head but not pulling on the head. Two more. Nice. So get that leg back down, take your arms down by your side. One last one in this position. We're going to come into our double tabletop and we're going to do our hip twist level 4. So breath in to prepare. You want to take that right leg out to the side. Let's get a nice stretch through that hip. The pelvis is staying perfectly still, and then back to the centre. And then the left out to the side, and then back to the centre. Good. So we're coming out on the out breath, and then back on the in breath. The leg that isn't moving is perfectly still, so there's only one leg moving at a time. Good. One more each side. Perfect. So then take those feet back down, stretch away with the feet, stretch away with the arms overhead. So we've done quite a lot of work now through those abs underneath the rib cage, so just to stretch them out. And then bend the knees and turn onto your side. So we're going to come into our side lying position. I've got a little bit of a mean side series as well today. So we're looking for that nice little gap under the waist. Feet, bumps, shoulders all lined up down the back there. We don't want too much bend through the hip, so have some length through the front of the hip as well. Okay, so we're going to really focus on those glutes today. So, breath in to prepare, into your level 1 climb, floating that top knee up out to the side on the out breath, back down on the in. So what you really want to do is just pop your hand on those muscles just behind the hip and make sure those are doing some work. So focus your mind onto those muscles and really think that those are the ones that are lifting that leg out to the side. So it doesn't matter whether you are going high or not, it's that the right muscles are doing the work. One more. Good, so then we're going to lift those feet up into that level 2 position and then go again. Again, really concentrating on those muscles behind the hip. And what you want to think about with this one is that you can get a little bit higher with the knee, but we are challenging your balance slightly more. Good. 2 more. We're going to add in then our kicking clam. So you want to really focus on opening into that level 2 open clam and maintaining that position. And those hip muscles should really feel like they're doing some work. And then we're going to do 10 kicking clam. So it's a 1, fold in, 2, fold in. So the quadriceps on the front are doing quite a lot of work now. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Rest those feet back down. We're going to lift our leg now into our side kick. You want to fold forward at the hip and then take that leg back with that knee staying parallel to the floor and the knee staying bent. So what you really want to think about with this one is that those glutes again are really bringing that leg back into that position. The tummy muscles are working, so you're not arching the back. Forward and backwards. Nice. One last one. And then you want to straighten that leg out. And then we want to go again with our side kick. This time pointing the foot on the way forward and letting the heel lead the way on the way back. So forward and back. Good. So again, focusing on those glute muscles, making sure that they are bringing that leg back. Two more. Leave that leg there for our lift and lower. Nice straight profile through the hip. Point the foot, let the heel lead the way on the way back down. Good. 3 and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Bend the knee, rest it down. We've got one more lift and lower. So we're going to lift that leg to hip height, keeping those thighs in parallel. Straighten the bottom part of that top leg, and then we're going to lift and lower in this position. So it's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Bend the knees. That's proper mean, that last one. Okay, so bend fold your towel up, bring your arms through into your arm openings, one arm on top of the other. And we're going to do breath in to prepare. Take that top arm up over the top. Nice stretch through the front of the shoulder, middle of the back. And then go back. Good. Over the top and back. Good. So just concentrating on that breathing, the out breath, the in breath to hold and the out breath back. And really thinking about keeping those knees down on the mat so you get that nice stretch through the mid back. We'll just do one more. Good. Okay, let's swap over then onto the other side. We're going to pop the towel to the other end of the mat. Find that start position again. And have those feet, bum, shoulders all lined up against the back of the mat. Okay, so a little bit of length through the front of the hip. Switch those tummy muscles on, and then that little gap under the waist there. So we're going to start again now with our level 1 clamp. So breath in to prepare. Take that top knee up out to the side on the out breath, back down on the in. Good. So really thinking again about those glutes, making that little muscle at the back do some work. So then let's lift those feet up into that level 2 position. Maintain that gap under your waist and keep concentrating on those muscles just behind the hip. Good. Last 2. Last 1. Nice. Okay, so then we're going to move into our kicking clown. So you want to lift those feet to that level 2 position. You want to open into that nice open clown position, keeping that rotation through the hip. And then 10 kicking clowns. So we're going to 1, 2, make those quadriceps do the work. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Press those feet back down. Lift that top leg to hip height then, and then we're going to come forward into our side kick. Forward and backwards. Nice. So the coming forward is the out breath, coming back is the in breath. And you want to keep that knee parallel to the floor, but really think that those glutes are bringing that leg back. Focus on those as you take that leg back. Good. 2 more. Perfect. Then straighten that leg out and then forward and backwards again into that side kick. Again, thinking about that glutes, bringing that leg back. Keeping that bottom knee on the floor. You can use the foot also. So as you bend at the ankle to take that leg back, then you're going to be using those glutes. 2 more. Nice. Leave that length through the hip as we lift and lower for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Fantastic. Bend those legs down. We're going to lift that top leg to hip height. Straighten that leg out. And then lift and lower again for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Fantastic. Bend the knees. So we're going to squish the towel up now. Come through into our arm openings. Give those legs a little bit of a rest. They've worked hard. So take that top arm on top of the bottom arm and then stretch out through that front of the shoulder, middle of the back. Let the head follow the movement of the hand and then come back. And then go again. I stretch through the front of the shoulder and back. So the out breath is the movement, the in breath is the hold, and the out breath is the movement back. Good. One last one. Okay, so we're just going to then unsquish our towel, turn over onto our backs for some stretches. Okay, so we're just going to start off taking the right leg, hand behind the thigh and stretch up to the ceiling. Little circles with the foot as well. Just mobilises those muscles in the lower leg. Good. And then swap over and then go again. Good. Lovely. So then take your right leg across the left knee, and then lift that left leg up, stretching across the back of that right hip. Good. And then we're going to swap over onto the other side. Left leg across to right leg. Lift that right thigh up. Hands around the back of that thigh. Stretching through that left hip. Good. And then we're going to come up into sitting and come through into a roll up. Relaxing the head, rolling up. Shoulders back and down at the top. And then we're going to have those feet hip width apart. Take both arms forward and up to the top. Stretch up with one and then with the other. And then hands behind your head, little backward bend. Back to the middle, shrug your shoulders, arms up, all the way back down. Go again, both arms forward and up, stretch up with one, and then the other, and then hands behind your head, little backward bend, back to the middle, shrug your shoulders, arms up, all the way back down. Well done everybody, it's the end of your level 2 class.